encouraging everyone to come. But it's not my duty to keep encouraging you to come here. It's your responsibility to be here and stand up with the world. It's our action who are killing people. We were too silent, too quiet, too liberal to talk about this. And it's our time to talk about the army. It's our time to stand up for them. How much time do I need to tell you this? It's not my duty to tell you this. Every one of us needs to take an action. If you ever want to go back home, come here and stand here as much as needed. You know, some of my international people told me that if this would be with my country, I would be sleeping here. We are not asking you to sleep here. We are asking you to come here. It's your duty to come. It's your duty to help those women, to help those kids. You know how many kids were born in Ukraine over those 39 days? 22,000. 22,000 of kids were born, and many of them were born in the bomb shelters. А тепер я переключусь на українську мову. Це не мій обов'язок вам говорити, що ви сюди маєте приходити. Ви це знаєте краще за мене. Я просипаюся кожною думкою, 39 днів з тою самою думкою. Чи я колись побачу свого тата? Чи я колись побачу свого бабцю діду? Чи я колись можу вернутися до себе додому? Кожен ранок я з цією думкою просипаюсь, а ввечері я з нею лягаю. І я тут стою, і як вся стоїть команда тут, і багато людей. І це не мій обов'язок вам казати, що прийти. Ви сюди маєте приходити, як Отче наш. Це є наш обов'язок з вами. Поки ми тут спимо і лягаємо в спокійне ліжко, в тепле ліжко, вони там борються за нас. Борються кожен день. Діти вмирають, жінки будуть зґвалтовані. Почуйте мене. Жінок заставляють, їх ріжуть і вбивають, коли вони відмовляються спати з російськими солдатами. Це нелюди, яких ми можемо зупинити. І ми мусимо робити це тут. Ви будете тут зі мною? Так! Я хочу на це подивитись. А тепер давайте продовжимо.
Next city of Ukraine is Hostomel. I am Hostomel. I have an airport, a home for the airplane known worldwide as the biggest airplane in the world, Mriya, translated as a dream from Ukraine. Unfortunately, it was in the airport when Russian barbarians attacked and they destroyed this plane. They destroyed the airplane, but they can't destroy our dream. And it will be rebuilt again after the victory. From the 1st of April, I was liberated by the Ukrainian army. They took a revenge and the Russians were heavily defeated.
Do you see what's going on? Do you see this? Tell me. I want you to talk with me today a little, because I cannot keep silent for a long time because I start seeing. Do you see those pictures? Do you see it? Okay, so now I want to know the horrific of those cities. So in Chernihiv, it's one of the most beautiful cities I have. I'm gonna read it out. Please, Chernihiv, can you raise your hand here? Chernihiv, can you meet my shirt? Here is Chernihiv. It's one of the most beautiful cities in Ukraine. I'm a beautiful all-Ukrainian city with more than 1,000 years of history. A city of nearly 3,000 people, near to northern border of Ukraine, and just about 90 miles from the capital of Ukraine. I am one of the cities that is being besieged from 10th March, and I have been completely encircled by Russian invaders. All of this time, I was severely bombarded with much infrastructure and residential buildings fully destroyed. My people are trapped, and for all of this time, they don't have water, electricity, gas, and heating supplies. Shelling and shooting, the enemy has deliberately destroyed the last bridge connecting the city. Russian murderers kill and torture civilians. Several groups of civilians were shot and killed by shelling when they were queuing for food and bread at the local shop. I, Chernihiv, need help to stop the siege. I need help to save my people. And now let's call the world to help Ukraine. And I'm going to be reading now, and I want you all to listen to it because it's really important. Let's call the world to save Ukraine. Let's call the world to be with Ukraine while Ukraine is saving the rest of the world. Because only two sides in this world. Russia against the whole world, and Ukraine for the whole world. So will we stand with Ukraine?
Yes!
World, support Ukraine!
World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine! World, support Ukraine!
I want to make you angry. I want to make you angry as I am for all those people. Because I am going to stand up for all of those people who are dying. I'm going to stand up for all of the women. This country is fighting for their equal rights for women. We are fighting for the same rights for women. We are fighting against racism. We are fighting for much of the democratic values. Well, look at this. All of the democracies are being erased by Russians. And by not blocking Russia, but not boycotting Russia, by buying Russian oil and gas, you are sponsoring this. All of us are responsible for this. Stop buying Russian oil and boycott Russia once and forever. Let's call the world to boycott Russia. Let's stop the Russian war machine altogether. Let's stop, because no money, no war. Boycott Russia!
Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia! Boycott Russia!
You know, today I read the article in Financial Times that this year Russia will get more revenue from the oil selling than ever before. You know, they're gonna take, they will have a 33.3% more income this year if we are not gonna stop it now. But you know how much it costs Russians to have a war in Ukraine every day? It's around $20 billion to have one day of war in Ukraine. But do you know how many cities of them are poor and they have no water, electricity in Russia? They are worse than those cities. So maybe Russia, go and help your people rather than helping liberated and liberal Ukraine. Because Ukraine is free, right?
Yes!
Will we fight for Ukraine?
Yes!
When?
Now!
When?
Now!
What do we need? Let's say, okay, I'm gonna tell you what do we need, and you say armed, and then I say what do we need again, and you're gonna say air defense, and then you're gonna say, I'm gonna ask you when, and you're gonna say it yesterday, okay? Are you ready? Shall we try it out? What do we need? What else do we need?
Air defense!
When do we need it?
Now!
Yesterday, Olya. It was yesterday. We needed it yesterday. We needed it in 2014. It's time to be responsible for your actions. People in Ukraine are being the real shield for the whole Europe. We are going to many nice things here, but people are dying. Women are being raped. I'm going to tell it and scream it in here because I'm here to scream it out loud. But now we have a video from one of the Ukrainian. They're going to say a few words to us. From one of the Ukrainian song first. Yeah, I just got corrected. They're fighting for Kiev now. They're being in this territorial defense in Ukraine, and we have a song from them, and they have a few words to say. So let's cheer for that, because it's not only about crying here, it's also about being proud of your country.
Greetings from Ukraine. We are Kitila back from Kiev. In the last few days we received a lot of support and so many messages from people all around the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. Also a lot of support from our Ukrainians in United Kingdom. We are very grateful that you are helping us to resist Russian occupation. We know we will win. With your help, we will build a new world. World of freedom, world of love, world of dignity. We not only see your support on internet or news, but we truly feel it. And no doubt, when we give a concert at the stadium of our unconquered country, we will be more than happy to see all friends from the United Kingdom at our concert, and we will invite you in advance. Now we stand, not only for Ukraine, but for all democratic and independent world. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to heroes. Slava Ukraini! Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Завжди так було, і на горизонті зникають близькі і далекі нам люди. А хтось аби просто сказати: послухай, мене там чекають. Готові весь вам свій віддати, та вже варіантів немає. Їдем, 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 далі їдемо. Бо в кишенях мрії жменях веземо. Їдем, 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 далі їдемо. Бо в кишенях мрії жменях веземо. Гаряче повітря мотору нагріє у приємну вдому, але не замінить нікому тепло його рідного дому. Ніхто не помітить нічого, дорога, і я посміхаюсь, і тільки думками благаю: чекай, я за тебе тримаюсь. Їдем, 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 далі їдемо. Бо в кишенях мрії в жменях веземо. Їдем, 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 далі їдемо. Бо в кишенях мрії в жменях веземо.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава нації!
Смерть ворогам!
Україна! Україна! Україна!
Понад усе!
I am Kherson. I was occupied by Russian invaders, and from the first day, all my people started fiercely protesting against the occupation. When the enemy realized that we will not stop and will not surrender, they started terrorizing the local population. Some members of the city administration have been kidnapped, tortured and killed. However, the resistance of the Ukrainian people continues, and getting stronger more and more.
But you know, people like this, like you are standing here in Kherson, they are all the day coming to the protest, every day, right? And it's bombing every day in Ukraine, and they are shooting Russians, shooting at people. And those people are not afraid to go outside. And we need to be standing here more than ever. We need to be here for all of this country. How much longer? Have you not seen enough pictures from Bucha, Irpin, and Hostomel? Have you not read enough news? Go and just open any social media. It's all around it. It's not just social media. Times, Bloomberg, BBC, go and open. The horrific pictures are there every day. I cannot even look at the picture because I start crying. And again, it's not my duty to come to tell you. It's your responsibility. Come and be with Ukraine. Stand with Ukraine and fight for Ukraine like our army does. Will you stand here every weekend? Yes! I really want to do this because I want to make angry. I am angry. No, I'm 22. I'm just 22. You know, if I could, I would go and just kill all of those Russian soldiers who did this bad stuff with Ukrainian women, for all of the kids. You know, they said statistically they killed around 200 people, kids in Ukraine, but just 500 in Mariupol. We don't know the real numbers. We need to open our eyes and see the horror in Ukraine, and we need to stop it altogether. The Ukrainian army is doing as much as it can on its own, and we need to be here to fight with them. Another city is Mykolaiv, and the Mykolaiv is being bombed now every day. Every day it's also being bombed. You know how many people died just by shooting one infrastructure building? Around 50, and it was empty. This is just the price we're gonna pay. And we need to be here. If we want to have a country, if we want to have our freedom, we need to be here every day standing, fighting, and screaming as much as we can. I am already getting my voice back. If I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose it soon because I'm really annoyed. Can I get the Mykolaiv picture? Thank you. Like Kherson and Odessa, I'm also a strategic seaport city with very well-known history of shipbuilding and famous areas. The Russian enemy tried to invade me but failed, and my heroic defenders pushed them all the way back. The enemy has many times defeated. I have been bombed by Russian terrorists, targeted and destroyed, and the city administration killing 50 innocent people. And I'm now staying strong, and my defenders are taking my revenge on Russian martyrs. So let's cheer for that! Mykolaiv, you know, українці, скільки нас тут? А хто ще з вас такий фанат Кіма, як я? Ми всі його любимо, і давайте зарядимося його позитивом. Його бомблять орки вже який день, а він з них всіх насміхається. Давайте ми разом з ним будемо насміхати з них тут. Ми будемо насміхатися з них, правда? Я їх всіх ненавиджу, я вам чесно скажу. Я пішла їх всіх руками задушила, але мені не можу того говорити на англійський мікрофон, бо мене звідси виженуть. Але вони всі йдуть за російським кораблем, правда? Так. Я можу сказати мікрофон, я не боюсь. Давайте це скажемо. Зараз на мене покричать, але я думаю, що нам треба підняти бойовий дух. Давайте скажемо. Русський воєнний корабль, іди нахуй! Отак, щоб вони всі знали. Тільки не бийте мене. The next city is Lviv. Who is from Lviv here?
Я львів'янка.
Я львів'янка теж.
I am Lviv. I am the most beautiful and charming city with ancient and rich history and culture. Also, I am the largest city in the western part of Ukraine and very close to Poland. During the war, I have heartedly offered homes and shelters for more than 260,000 refugees from other regions of Ukraine. I have become a logistic hub for humanitarian and military supplies and support from the West and the distributing center to others who are in desperate need. Russia desperately tried to threaten and destroy our humanitarian aid and supply corridors, and several times I was under Russian enemy missile strikes. Slava to Lviv!
Slava to Lviv! You know, I love this city with my dear heart. This is where I was born, this is where I brought up. And if you are Ukrainian, you know that Banderovцы, they come from Ukraine, yes?
Yes!
You know, if you were to describe Banderivka, I would be absolutely like it. I am gonna be standing there for my country, for my people, for my city, and if you target one of my people, you're targeting me. So be careful. I'm not the good person to be nothing mess up. Sorry. We love Lviv with deepest of my heart. You know, it's a historical culture. If you go there, хто був у Львові? Правда, ми всі знаємо, який Львів гарний. Ми зараз як та Індія, розтягнуті. У нас 500 000 біженців, а у Львові всього жили 800 людей. Тому ви можете уявити, що у Львові зараз робиться. Але Львів буде допомагати, поки інші міста стоять там. Тому давайте скажемо ще раз: слава Україні! Слава нації!
Смерть ворогам!
Україна!
Понад усе!
Україна!
Понад усе!
And that's it. Слава тричі до нашим Збройним силам України. Тричі! А давайте скажемо теробороні, розвідці, всім морякам нашим, вже, на жаль, небесним батальйонам і небесній сотці також. Тричі!
Слава! Слава!
І давайте скажемо всім нашим людям, які там не тільки волонтерять, готують, але тим, які сидять в бомбосховищах і тримають за нас оборону. Давайте їм також скажемо тричі.
Слава! Слава! Слава!
Now it's the city of Izium. I am Izium, a city of 45,000 people situated in Kharkiv Oblast, 30 miles from Sloviansk and 85 miles from Kharkiv. A very important logistics center, and I am right at the front line. The Russians were desperate to occupy me for almost 1 month. My defenders killed hundreds of enemy troops and destroyed hundreds of their tanks and other cars. Unfortunately, our defenders were outnumbered by enemy who has besieged and occupied the town center and created the hell for the residents. The city is completely besieged by Russians. People are trapped in the city. Humanitarian corridors blocked. Fights are still going on. Regular bombing and shelling have completely destroyed 100% of all of the building and infrastructure. I need urgent need to save people and provide humanitarian and medical aid. Let's call the world. Again, I'm gonna call the world because this is crazy. They are still being bombed while we are standing here. Those cities are being bombed. Just right now, just this minute, some city in Ukraine is being bombed. I want the whole world to wake up and see the horror of what's going on because we are staying silent. Let's call the world to wake up. World, wake up!
World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! World, wake up! I am Odessa. I have a lot of family live in Odessa and it's very close city to my heart. How many people from Odessa are here? Slava to Odessa. I am a beautiful resort city by the Black Sea known as the center of humor and joyful people. I am also a major strategic seaport and logistics center. With more than 1 million citizens, I am the third largest city in Ukraine. The Russian enemy tried to invade me from the sea and tried bombardment from their navy warship, but the offensive was effectively defeated. Today, again, Odessa was attacked from the air. Fires have broken out after airstrike by Russian invaders. Boris Johnson said that he is eager to protect Odessa from the sea, and the UK wants to supply defensive weapons against naval warship. I need to be protected so that the Ukrainian army can help to fight in the east and to liberate Mariupol!
Yes, you know, the first time waking up, the world is finally waking up, you know, especially Boris Johnson. We should be proud of it because we are here, we are standing here, just few meters away from his house. So let's be as loud as we can so he can stand up for those with the Western leaders because they are being real friends for us. Britain is being one of the most supportive countries, so let's cheer for that! There's much that we did here. We are also responsible for this because if we wouldn't be standing here, no one would hear us. There are so many of us Ukrainians here, and we will support each other. Will we? Will we? And let's together. All together, we will win. 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 Exactly. All together, we will win. And we will save Ukraine. Will we? And will Ukraine save the rest of the world? Of course it will. There is no doubt. Because if there is a nation who loves freedom more than Ukrainians, it's just Ukrainians. There is no other nation.